Welcome back, Insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here, and today we're embarking on a request. A request from one Level 7J. This is a blind run, but it's a blind run of a game based off of a series that I love, so it shouldn't be too awful bad. Let's see what we've got here. Star Trek is awesome. I enjoy it. Personally, my favorite is The Next Generation. However, I also really love the original series. Everything after that I could pretty much take or leave. So, yeah, this is going to be a blind run. I know two things about this game so far, and both of those things I learned from old Nintendo Power magazines. One of the things that I know about this game is that it's possible to do something about the worms, and the other thing I know about this game is that there's going to be cards involved at some point. I will try my damnedest, this I promise, not to do my tired and sorry Star Trek impressions during the course of this run. Hole. Of course, Spock being the science officer. That would be Captain Kirk. I can't fathom this, but some people might not know about Star Trek. It's not as huge everywhere in the world as it was here, so I probably should try to explain a little bit of it. It's just so hard to quantify it. It's a show about space and things that happen in space. That's a pretty good explanation. Sulu drives the ship, Scotty is the engineer. Captain Kirk is the captain, which is why he is called Captain Kirk. And there's also Dr. McCoy, Mr. Chekhov, Spock, of course, some ancillary characters. By the way, Warp 9 is a huge deal. That's like blowing out your engine in your car. For reference, anyway. Hence, that. Mr. Scott is all about getting us just a few more seconds. But sometimes, even he can't work miracles. Oh, and there's Uhura, which was one of the first black women to kiss a white man on American television, which was a huge deal at the time. And now we have the iconic theme song. And the mission. Whoosh! Whoosh! Man, I love that. So very iconic. Oh, and whoosh. Okay, time to start. I'm not sure which of these is actually start. I guess that was start. Now we get a recap. Captain's log. Nope, I promised I wasn't going to do the impressions. Intense gravitational field. By the way, I'm not the one advancing the dialogue. It's doing that for itself. I am not touching a button. We're exploring some strange new worlds now, buddy. Alright, Scotty, let's see what we got. Main engines, blew them out. Running on backup. Backup power usually relegating the engines to impulse. And when you're on impulse power, you can't go to warp speeds. Warp speeds being how you get from system to system, of course. And we're going to be needing some dilithium crystals, because that's what the engine runs on. Dilithium crystals equals gas. By the way, Spock is a Vulcan. From the planet Vulcan. A society that values logic over all other attributes. However, if I'm not mistaken, he's also half human in the traditional canon of the show. The son of Ambassador Sarek. And that's about all I got right now. I'm a little spotty on my Star Trek lore. It's been quite a while since I've watched it, though I can't recommend it highly enough. Pretty good caricatures of them, though. Oh, good, I'm in charge now. Large deposit of dilithium under a very unusual structure. That ought to make it easy to find. Insufficient data. Ain't that always a bitch? So it's big, it looks like a pyramid, and it's causing energy fluctuations. So it shouldn't be too hard to find. Now they're getting on a teleporter. They're being beamed down. That's what that's called, being beamed down. And contrary to the popular jargon and sayings, it is not actually Scotty who beams them places most of the time. Alright. Now, a tricorder is pretty much the do-all, be-all diagnostic equipment. And human can pretty much mean any humanoid alien. Okay, so basically what I've learned from going around the, I've read some instructions. Let's see, A button is giving you tricorder readings of assorted things. The B button fires phasers. If we hit start, we can pause. We can beam back up, we can use items, and we can change the power of our phasers from stun to full. Yep. Hey, what was that? Set phasers to stun. Normally, in the Star Trek episodes, phasers are set on stun. Only in a huge emergency where they set any higher than that. And select kind of pauses and gives us health readings. Alright. Fantastic. Let's stun that. And tricorder the shit out of it. Looks like we've got Dr. McCoy here. He always says Jim instead of Captain. Yes, take a sample. Alright. We got a sample of that. Let's move on. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to analyze that until we get back to the ship. And we're getting the snot kicked out of us. That's a pretty potent plant. That plant's got knockout gas. Returning to Enterprise. That's a good idea. Okay, good. We've got some sort of automatic rescue device. That's good to know. Okay. Ah, we can move about the bridge and presumably talk to people. Uhura? Spock? No? Anything? Ah, here we go. I just hit pause. I don't know what any of these things do. Ah, we can talk to people here. Orbit is in slow decay. In space terms, that means we're eventually going to crash into the planet. Good to know. Mr. Chekhov, your report. Navigation is hosed. Good to know. Ship status. Probably also hosed. Oh, they don't even have the impulse up. Well, that's really bad. Of course, that would also explain the orbital decay, if we can't even move at all. Sensor status. Okay, this is giving us a good indication of what we can and can't find out while we're on board the ship. Bones, which is McCoy's first name, by the by. Okay, looks like we didn't die from getting shot by flowers, which would be pretty much the wussiest way we could have died right off the bat. Okay, let's see, what else we got? We've got the star chart. Hey, nice graphics. I like those parallaxing planets. It's a pretty cool effect. Oh. We can, set a course. Actually, I don't really want to set a course. Not sufficient fuel. Okay. For a second there, I was worried it was going to shoot us off into space. This would be beamed down from the graphic. Red alert. I don't think we need that. This appears to be something to do with the tricorder. No vessels. Oh, no, it's a hailing frequency. Okay. Good to know. And apparently we can save. We can get a password. Outstanding. Alright. Looks like we're going to have to beam back down. Current landing party. We can pick it. And it looks like we're pretty much, there we go. We can pick. No red shirts, it would appear, though. Sign from daily duty roster. Looks like we've got quite a few different dudes we can pick. Well, not quite a few. We got a few. Oh, I see. We can pick from different historians and, well, we can pick a history guy or... What were my other options for special officers? Biology would probably be a good idea. And we're also going to want a doctor, because I seem to manage to get hurt already. Alright, we got McCoy and we got a biology guy. Let's roll. And by roll, I mean beam. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. This wasn't too bad. Getting a feel for it. Starting to figure out how the game is played. I can sense some puzzle game elements going on here. Alright. Got my health back. Don't want to get near those plants because they tend to shoot the stuffing out of me. Stuffing. It's a valid term. I have decreed it. Okay. And I've been down by a worm. I have been down by a worm. I am getting wormed at to death. Returning to Enterprise. Okay. We're boldly going straight to pot on this one, buddy. I wonder if I'm not missing something. This is very likely. Let's try this again. Get your ass back down there, Jim. Beam us down. Okay. I definitely remember that there was some way to get around those worms. That's one thing I remember from Nintendo Power. I think it had something to do with these plants. So let's just zip around and see if we can find... What the... Aha! Our biology guy. Was that our biology guy? Could he do anything with it? Let's just keep stunning that. No, that's Dr. McCoy. Yeah, you just keep taking those. As we all know, collecting things is a huge part of any puzzle game. Yes, I said, take a sample. I'll take all the samples. And then when all of the samples have been taken, I will be the master of the plant. Yeehaw. I'll shoot a plant in the face. In the face. Without even flinching, I'm that kind of monster. Okay. There's another one. I'll take that one too. I'll take all the plants. We'll rape this planet for everything it's worth. I'm not sure if there's any kind of inventory here. Well, I've got a ton of plants. That's... Oh, okay, they keep growing back. Nice to know. Good to know, good to know. And the worms. Damn it. Son of a... Perhaps the trick here is to outrun said worm. But can I be faster than a worm? Ah, apparently not. This could be a problem. However, it is a problem that I'm sure can be resolved. Just gotta figure out how. How indeed. Okay, we'll work on it next time. Until then, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.